Just look at me. I look like a fun and interesting guy, don't I? Yes, the answer is yes. Why, look, it's the comment tree, and there's a new comment today. Hi, I'm Nick Shell, and I talk about hair loss from a psychological point of view. And if you're new here, you'll think, man, this guy's obsessed with hair loss. In reality, I'm a YouTuber who builds his audience based on questions that pop up on the comment sections of my videos. So now that we've been formally introduced, let's read a comment I recently received on a video I recently made called 1 month later using rosemary oil to regrow hair. That's, by the way, I'm a month into a 6-month project in which I'm testing out using rosemary oil every night on my hair to see if it helps the quality of my hair. So again, now you're caught up yet again. Robert left me this comment, and Robert has been with me a long time. He's almost like the perfect foil in the beginning, because I had to get to a certain level to get to where I am now as far as processing this and dealing with this. And his comments really helped mold me into who I am today. I'm not over-exaggerating that, Robert. I really do mean that. I'm grateful for you. But Robert had this to say on this video I made. Quote, "The overall quality of your hair has improved to a degree that surprises me. That's often the first thing people notice when a topical hair loss treatment is working." Quote, "Rosemary oil for hair loss. Does my wife notice a difference?" End quote. Good title. I'm curious. So Robert is suggesting that perhaps I could do a video talking about my wife's response to my hair looking better these days. And it's not just Robert. I've got a lot of comments from my YouTube subscribers and watchers talking about how my hair definitely looks better now than before before I started using rosemary oil. And I started using it on Christmas Day 2016. So if you've been with me since before that, it's a unanimous agreement. No one has said, no, I can't tell a difference. So, you know, I'm a doubting Thomas on this whole thing, but everyone's telling me this that's watching. But how does this translate into the real world? Outside of our nearly 1,000 subscribers that we've got here, how does this translate? In particular, obviously, I'm married. I've been married. Actually, my wife and I had our first date a decade ago this weekend. So, but how does that translate into the real world? For example, my wife. Has she noticed that my hair looks better, as everyone agrees? What does my wife have to say about it? Well, it's funny you should say that, because the conversation never comes up between her and I. We don't talk about it. She doesn't care, and that's why we don't talk about it. But the closest thing to a response I can give to you on this is a couple nights ago, I was telling her, I said, if I end up meeting the Campbell Soup guy and he has a buzz cut, then yeah, I want to get a buzz cut too myself to match him. And her response was, good, because I always like your hair buzzed anyway. It looks better. Now that's the only response I'm going to get out of her, because remember, I'm married to a woman who likes short hair. She doesn't even like this hair. She's keeping her mouth shut right now about this, but she is probably struggling to do that. What I mean by that is, my hair is too long for her liking even now. Even though it's medium length, it's only about 3 inches. But this is too much for her. She doesn't appreciate or like or value hair. And for me, that's good. I mean, not only because if it were up to her, I would always just buzz my hair. That's what she would want. But she understands that my days are limited when it comes to hair, so I'm just riding the waves as long as I feel like it, and then I'll buzz or whatever. But just know that even if everybody notices that my hair looks better now with the rosemary oil being used every night, my wife doesn't care. And I guess it is, I don't want to say one of my favorite movie line ever is from, in every man favorite movie, this is in your top 10 movies ever, The Fugitive with Harrison Ford and Tommy Lee Jones. And we all know that famous scene when Harrison Ford says, "I didn't kill my wife." And then, of course, Tommy Lee Jones, "I don't care." That's my wife. My wife is the equivalent of Tommy Lee Jones when it comes to my hair. She doesn't care. As long as it's not too long, she doesn't care. And preferably, she just wants me to shave it off anyway, or have it really short. That's what my wife wants. So my wife definitely doesn't care, doesn't notice that my hair looks better. She flat out doesn't care. And I don't mean that in a negative way. I'm not saying she doesn't like it, but she definitely doesn't prefer it this way. She wants me to just keep my hair short. So there's the answer on whether my wife has noticed. The answer ultimately is no, she hasn't noticed. And B, she wants me to just buzz my hair off. Like so many of my subscribers, seriously, if you're me and you look through the comment section of your videos every day, you see a reoccurring theme here. One of those themes is, buzz it off, Nick, buzz it off. When are you gonna cut your hair? Nick, that's like the #1 comment I get. Probably the #2 comment I get is, you kind of remind me of Ben Affleck. And yet again, I need to make another video about that coming up right next. Thanks for watching, thanks for commenting, and I'm not gonna thank you for subscribing, because positions are limited. I'm 30 people away from having 1,000 subscribers, and only deserving individuals shall fill that spot. I do not want you to subscribe if you're casual. If you're gonna complain that I make too many videos or that I talk about hair too much, hop over that fence, because I don't need you. Only 30 spots are left to be in that first 1,000 subscribers. Are you special enough for it? I don't know that you are. That's for you to decide, not me.